Hi, good evening, good morning. You can see in the back, it's evening where I am. And today I am back with another tip to help you raise your teenager and another opportunity for you to win a one-on-one coaching session with me when you put a comment that has to do with what I'm talking about, either your experience with it, or maybe it was the first time you heard about it, anything at all. And another chance to win is when you share it. So you would have 2 entries in the contest if you do those 2 things. So tonight I'm here with a tip for when your teenager is making stupid decisions. And what we're going to do today is we're going to have some kind of a mantra to help you stay centered. As you know, my name is Muriel Felous. I am the founder of Co-Parenting with the Universe, and I'm here to teach moms like you to stay centered, because when you stay centered, that's when you have access to the entire power of the universe to help you co-parent, literally with solutions that would fall on your lap. That happens to me, that happens to some of my clients, with guidance, with showing you the next step in your journey. So today, close your eyes and imagine or go back to a really stupid decision that your teen made. Whether it is they had an idea that wasn't that great and they went with it and did it, or they made another decision that's not very smart and not in their highest interest. So first of all, we're going to go with mind-body approach, because I always like to have all the parts, energy, mind and body in the picture, so it can really get anchored in your system and you can really create change at all levels. As you know, hi there, Samir. As you know, when you vibrate at a certain energy, that's when you play with the law of attraction. So you want to be able to stay centered as much as possible when stuff happens. And in the case of your teenager making a stupid decision, the thing you need to remember the most is that the prefrontal cortex of the brain is the part where you make decisions, you analyze, and you're creative. But that part is developing until later in life, in your 20s. So your teenager, actually, in French, there is an expression that says you're not finished. And that's kind of a joke, like to tell somebody that he doesn't have all his or her marbles and they are not finished yet. Their brain is still developing. So that's what you need to remember when you see them making stupid decisions, because not only they are not as equipped to make complex decisions like we are as adults, but they also have a harder time controlling their impulses. They act on impulse way more than us. Sometimes as adults, we are actually the opposite. We think and rethink and analyze and overthink things to a point where we get paralyzed into making decisions. So for them, it's totally the opposite. So that's not their fault. They're here to learn, they're here to grow, they're here to develop. So now what I would like you to do is to close your eyes, and ideally you can sit straight or even stand up, like I'm standing up right now in my office. You can see my computers there. And remember that you love them. Remember when they were a toddler and there was stuff that they didn't know how to do. You were not tough on them. You were not mad at them. You were just teaching them. You were just there to guide them and help them into development. So when they're making a stupid decision, remember that. Go back to your memory when they were a toddler and really fill yourself up with the energy of love. It always, before you go to interact with your teen or with someone else in fact, fill yourself with the love that you have for them. Remember, why do you love them? It's a great question to ask yourself when you go to interact with them. Why do I love them? What do I love in them? What do I appreciate so much in them? And from that energy setting point, from that vibration of love, I'm going to teach you, maybe you know, maybe you don't. It's a neuro-linguistic programming tool that is called anchoring. It is making a motion or touching your body in a certain manner that you anchor a feeling. So remember, really make an effort to be full of love for your child, your teen, who's still a child inside because they're still developing. And do like that, like, duh. When you do something stupid or you forget something or something is really obvious and you don't think about it at the right time, you're like, duh. So do that gesture because they made a stupid decision. So you're like, my God, that would be a natural gesture to do. And as you do that and you're full of love for them, this gesture will be associated with your love. The more you do it, the more it's going to be anchored as a neural association in your nervous system. And as you do that, you're full of the energy of love. Remember, they are not finished. And that will bring a little bit of humor in the picture. Remember, they're still developing. Their brain is still developing. Duh. No wonder they make decisions like that. So if you practice that with the energy, the loving energy that you have for them, and you can even do that for yourself because we also make stupid decisions sometimes and we act on impulse and it's not always the best result. So fill yourself with that loving energy, even for yourself if you want. Sometimes to practice that is a good way to love yourself. Add the gesture and think, they're still developing. And if you do that for yourself, you can have a mantra that says, even though I make mistakes, I deserve love. Even though they make mistakes, they're still developing, and even though they make mistakes, they deserve love. They're worthy of love. Anchor that in your system, and you will see, you will be able to stay way more centered the next time you'll see them making a decision that is not in their highest interest and that maybe even has a cost for them or a consequence that they don't like so much. So that was the tip for today. Again, you want to win the one-on-one coaching session? Share that post and comment on what I explained here. Comment, give us some examples of when you were able to stay calm or when you were not able to stay calm or how it's going to help you or how you already feel in your body that it's helping you. I thank you for being here and I'll be back tomorrow with another tip. And let's take a deep breath because really life is not that serious. Inhale and let go. And I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.